you need to be using video in your recruitment marketing efforts. I'm going to show you 7 different ways that we're using video to enhance the recruiting efforts and the candidate experience throughout the hiring process. If you want to win the war on talent, the time is now to start including video as part of your recruitment marketing mix. Share your story, give people a reason to engage with your brand and want to apply for your open position. So, before I get into the 7 different things you can use video to do to market your open positions, I'm going to give you 3 different solutions on creating some recruitment marketing videos. It's a lot easier than you think. So the first one is, it's as simple as just pick up your phone and stand in front of it and start talking about your business's mission, core values, what impact you make in other people's lives, how it's affected the quality of lives of the people in your organization, and boom, you're done. In this day and age, people are looking for authentic content. Don't worry about over-engineering. Just forget it all. Something is better than nothing, and it's as simple as just pulling out your phone. And I love using Fiverr or Upwork. Find a video editor and have them edit it for you for $50, $100, $500, whatever you want to spend in terms of leveling up the quality of that content. Okay, you want to take that a step further. We get it. So we do this service for our clients because a lot of times the hardest part of getting started, especially if you're going to ask people on your team to do this work and give a testimonial about their experience working in your organization, is just getting started. What do I say? How do I do this, right? Where do I record it? On the screen here, I'm showing a simple script. So this answers those questions for most people. We send them an email, you forward this to your employees. The questions are pre-scripted. We start to compile them together. We begin to be able to tell stories. And it's as simple as clicking the link, spending 3 minutes just answering the questions. We take those videos on the back end and we create a massive amount of recruitment marketing content. So it starts with an email here. You can ask anything you want, and it's as simple as clicking the link. They log in, they identify themselves, and they start the answering of the questions. And the questions pop back up, and voila. We turn and transform these into videos for our clients. It takes all of the heavy lifting out for them. Here's a few examples that we've done. Here are a narrative of stories that we did with a commercial real estate company, fitness company, and again, it's real. So being authentic is the key to that. The last tip that I want to offer you is I just did a LinkedIn Live with Eric Ayers from Good Seeker. This guy is a genius. He has a platform that is constantly nurturing employee stories, and stories are definitely the key. So when something great happens in an employee's life, they accomplish something big, they take care of a customer, they get a raise, they get promoted, whatever it is, have them tell a story about that experience. What happened? What was the impact that they made? And how did that make them feel on the other side? Because stories are what people resonate with. We can transform that into recruitment marketing material to really help people understand the why. Why is working in our organization? Why is our mission? Why are our core values so important? The stories tell that in a way that's authentic. I love his platform. It helps nurture those. It encourages that kind of activity. It helps people build a culture of storytelling within their organization. You can use these stories in your general day-to-day sales and marketing activities, not just for your recruiting and hiring efforts. Okay, so I've given you 3 different ways that you can create recruitment marketing content via video. Now, what do we do with it? So 7 different places that you can leverage recruitment marketing content to enhance your hiring and efforts today. The first one is on your career pages. I'll give you an example. A client I've worked with for many years put together a career page. We put together a montage or a compilation of a number of different employee testimonials and employee stories. many candidates are going to come check you out, right? If they think your opportunity is interesting, they'll begin to go to your website, and often they'll land at the careers page. And if your career page is stark or empty, doesn't have any information or data, you're not doing yourself any justice in encouraging people to get over the edge and actually submit a resume or complete an application. You can even tie these videos to specific jobs. So if somebody wants to know what the day in the life of a service technician is, or a salesperson or an accountant within your organization, you can have a custom story or a compilation of stories for that role tied to the actual specific job post. So the next place you can do that is in your job ads. Now, the job boards are getting a little slow to adopt video in their recruitment marketing, but you can leverage tools like Loom, and that's what we've done. And this makes it a really user-friendly way for people to watch and even interact with their videos. People can thumbs up, they can leave comments, you can encourage it. So I love using Loom to embed these videos into our advertisements, some great content to encourage people to take that next step, not just click, scan, but stop in their tracks. We are living in 2023. We have Gen Zs and millennials are the majority of the workforce. They love video. We've got to give it to them in the very early stages. Okay, some more potentially obvious places would be in social media. So I'll share with you a post that we did for a client. So if you're scrolling through LinkedIn or Facebook or TikTok or Instagram and you see this as a video, it's a lot better than just having an ad that's pure text-based. This actually has a little bit of meat to it. They're going to stop at images, they're going to see this, and they're going to actually stop and apply to the jobs. The next place I like to use video is an employee referral marketing content. So I pulled up another example. I love using Loom in this example because Loom creates this preview of the video. Now, this is an email that I might send to a candidate immediately after applying. Thank you for applying. In the meantime, as we review your resume, learn more about our organization, and as we move through the process, I'm looking forward to sharing more stories and content from people in jobs that you're applying for. This helps people be a little more excited, a little more familiar. In this day and age, people are mass applying for jobs. We're gonna respond back to somebody in a way and give them some content. You're right in front of them and you're memorable. You stand out from the rest of the boring job descriptions. The next piece you can use this in, this came from Eric through our webinar the other day, and I love this, is using this in the training and onboarding. So you can begin to share these as, hey, here's a story about what my onboarding experience was. Here were some tips and tricks about things that were challenging, things that I liked, resources that I was able to tap into. Boom, there's a great story that helps people resonate with that onboarding experience or get more out of their onboarding experience. It could also be a training, telling a story about how you made a client super happy. That becomes a training video just as much as it is a recruitment marketing video, right? The last place I like to use this content is you can repurpose it into your actual sales and marketing material. If you're interacting with a client and they're asking you questions like, what sets you apart from your competition? You could share some of these stories, some of these videos with your clients. When your employees are speaking passionately about the impact that they're making in their clients' lives, the wins that they're achieving, that's sales and marketing content. I want to work with vendors who have people who are passionate about what they're doing. So there's 7 different places that you can use recruitment marketing content to enhance your hiring efforts, increase the volume of candidates, and get the very best candidates to stay engaged throughout the hiring process. I want to show you in our previous video, high volume recruiting or offshore recruiting, we're literally automating the entire hiring process. We're leveraging video in recruitment marketing to make the experience engaging, but we're also asking for videos in return from candidates. I'll give you an example of that right here. We did this in an offshore recruiting engagement. We had 26 candidates complete video interviews, references, and 3 different skill-based tests and provide resumes. All the hiring manager had to do was review those video interviews, look at the overall test scores, check out the resume, invite them to a final interview, and hired. Job done. If you're in a high volume recruiting situation, we're leveraging video to engage the talent, to get them to go through these steps, and we're collecting video on their end to make it easier for hiring managers to make fast, quick decisions. Hiring decisions can be made in a matter of days instead of weeks or months. Leverage video in your hiring process. I look forward to seeing you in our next videos.